At Bayliner, we've been building the type of boats that people absolutely fall in love with. Whether it's their first runabout to the cruiser of their dreams, we really design boats that make it easy for people to get out and have some fun on the water. What's the Bayliner difference? That's pretty simple. It starts with our skilled design and engineering team. They're much more than a group of skilled technicians. They're absolutely passionate about boating. So not only do the boats run great, you can be sure you're going to have a great time when you're out on the water with family and friends. We've been designing and building cruisers for well over 50 years now. So you might say cruising, well, it's in our DNA. We just happen to understand very well what customers need and what they really want on the water. You know, these days more people are looking to escape the day-to-day routine and really get back in touch with things that matter, which is why they look to Bayliner, and we really see it as our job to make sure that cruising is more accessible to more people. We offer a broad range of sizes and models, so whether it's the affordable 245 all the way up to our flagship 335 model, our goal isn't to get people into the largest cruiser, but rather get them into the cruiser that's right for them. So come on, let's go take a look at the boats. Every Bayliner cruiser comes standard with a cockpit L lounge, which is really great for socializing, entertaining, and relaxing. On the Sun Chaser lounge here, it has a 3-position seat back, which allows you to sun lounge in one position, face aft when the back is forward, or face forward so the crew can see where they're going underway. And all the vinyl throughout the entire cockpit is top coated, so cleanup is really easy. And here's a perfect example of interactive seating on one of our wide beam cruiser models. So one of the most important areas to make sure we get right is the helm area. Not only do we want to make sure we provide great visibility, but everything needs to be ergonomically correctly placed. You can see the switches and the gauges are all within arm's reach. Plus, I have plenty of room for installation of aftermarket electronics. In addition to having everything ergonomically correct, we also have covered the entire dash surface with a non-glare finish. So if you're out on a sunny day, glare is really a non-issue on this boat. And what I really like about this boat is that everything that you see here is waterproof. At the end of the day, you can simply hose off the entire dash and I'm good to go until the next time I go cruising. Available on any of our wide beam models is this extended swim platform option, and this is really great if you're carrying a PWC or a dinghy. It just gives you a whole lot of extra space back here. With Bayliner, we've made access to the foredeck very easy. Another feature I want to point out while we're up here is the Bayliner non-skid. Not only does it have great appearance, but it has excellent traction whether it's wet or dry. And the real beauty behind this pattern is it's very easy to clean. To maximize the amount of interior spaciousness on any Bayliner cruiser, there's 2 key areas that we ask our designers to look at. First off is this deck trail section. And what we're looking for here is to keep this as narrow as possible so we can maximize the amount of cockpit space. Then, as you look forward down the gunnel line, you'll see that we carry the beam far forward, well forward of the windshield, which really maximizes the amount of space that we can put inside the cabin as well. What may become the favorite part of your boat is actually down inside the cabin area. When you first enter, you'll be surprised at how bright and airy it is, and that's all thanks to these large side deck windows. Also up in the foredeck area, we have a large opening hatch, so on a warm day, you've got plenty of cross ventilation. If you would, notice directly above me, typical headroom in a Bayliner, well over 6'2" at the galley area. Privacy is important, so every Bayliner cruiser comes standard with an enclosed head and a fiberglass liner for easy cleanup. Every Bayliner cruiser comes standard with an aft berth area, and this is really a great spot whether you've got overnight guests on board or if you're just looking for a place to put the kids down for a little afternoon nap. And to make sure there's plenty of light and ventilation, we've added an opening port light in every one of the models. One of the things that we do to make sure you have a good time on the water is to maximize the amount of storage that we have throughout the boat. We've got an upper storage cabinet for things that you'd frequently access, built-in silverware drawer, and even on the aft end here another storage locker. Another nice feature you're going to find on all Bayliner wide beam cruisers is this private aft stateroom. So here's a great feature that makes boating just a little bit easier. What do you do with the table when you're not using it? We're looking at the hull running surface on a Bayliner cruiser today, and there's 3 things that I wanted to point out that are absolutely critical. First off is the amount of dead rise or V in the hull running surface, and this is really what dictates how smooth the hull's going to ride in the water. Secondly, on each Bayliner you have 2 lifting strakes per side, and not only do these really stiffen up the hull running surface, but they do a great job of adding additional lift and reducing the amount of hull drag in the water and giving you really a lot better fuel economy. And then third thing to point out is this reverse angle chine. And this does a great job of really knocking that spray down if you're running in rough water and keeps the hull running nice and dry. At the end of the day, what bayliner cruises are really about is an amazing time in the water and making memories that last. So get out on the water and living the dream. Until next time.